start recording.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Wait, want to give us a minute? Give us a minute. Okay. Oh, you have multiple copies? Oh. Can you give us one more? Ready to start recording, Mr. Alvin? Ready to start?
Let's look at a second. It takes that to get us.
Well, we're not talking a council meeting.
Let me just ask, is everyone looking at the 629, 25?
Let's make sure we have the right name. Down there.
Yes.
Yes.
We got the right one.
Big one, yeah.
Okay, so this is the copy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Steve,
Yes.
I mean, this is what we're looking at. This doesn't really tell us anything.
No, you got the one. That's why I get the big box, and then the voice box over here.
Okay.
You're gonna go over your review letter, you're gonna do a presentation.
Here it is here.
Anybody else want one?
I'm just looking here, I'm fine, thank you.
I got them all.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Here's the report where the, right? But that's a little bit. Because this is like.
Then we got to see these drawings.
Yeah.
Sure, you want, how about we open the meeting, and then we'll just wait. Get the Steve guy over there.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting, the Runnemede Joint Planning Board, Planning and Zoning Board to order. Please stand for pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice of tonight's meeting has been notice of this public meeting is given to the Courier Post and displayed in the Borough Clerk's office. Roll call, please.
Joseph Ockerly,
Here.
Deborah Bushin. Here. Hans Buckheim.
Here.
Dennis Finella.
Here.
Harry Rosa.
Here.
Nicholas Capellas.
Here.
Richie Sepero.
Here.
Sharon Burke. Here. Gary Musili.
Here.
Dave Rowan.
Here.
Stephen Bach.
Here.
Dave, can we seat the two members now? Before we
For the record, Mr. Chairman, Gary and Sharon will take the place this evening for Candy and Cashmere. Next, I'm going to swear in our engineers.
You need approval of minutes?
Well, we're swearing in the Yeah, that's what I'm
Let's go for it.
Steve, you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give this board tonight for any matter that comes before this board is truthful and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, can I have a request for approval of the minutes from our June meeting?
I'll make that motion.
For the June 25th meeting, should we do them separate, Dave, or together?
You can do them together.
Both. Make a motion for both.
Second.
Motion approved by Mr. Maselli, second by Ms. Gushin. Roll call, please.
All in favor?
Yeah, all in favor? Yeah.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
It's like your 15th year old.
I literally, it's just like, I'm just looking short. That's here.
He's been here longer than me.
You want a couple minutes to look at this now?
Well, let's do old business and then, today's questions.
Okay. So Dave, can I have a,
Yeah, we have a resolution from last month's meeting. It's the same things appearing before us before. He was granted a use variance to permit a residential use in a general office zoning district with conditions. One of the conditions was that he had to get approval of a site plan on the property within 90 days of the date of this resolution. I didn't know that Candy was not going to be here, Joe. I don't know if you have the resolution up there. I have a copy. You can just cross your names out. Candy's name.
Well, I think that was emailed to us. Oh, for him to sign it, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might have to reach out, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I do have something.
Okay. I didn't know if, I usually bring an extra copy in case. Want to use this one?
Sure.
Yeah, just use that. You can cross your, that's name now. Chris, you'll put your name, and Joe, you'll just cross Candy's out to the side. I think we need a motion to approve the resolution.
yes, can I have a motion to approve resolution 2514?
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Buckheim, second by Ms. Gushen. Roll call.
Mr. Everly?
Yes.
Ms. Fusion? Yes. Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Mr. Vinal?
Yes.
Mr. Wozo?
Yes.
Ms. Burke? Yes. Mr. Musili?
Yes.
Chris, just cross out the top 20 and make it resolution 25-14. I think it makes it just 25-1.
What about
That might be, does it?
Well, it says it on the minutes.
All right, yeah, I just want to make sure that it's on the resolution.
Okay, so. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. New business, application 2503.
Good evening. We're here seeking additional approval of the minor site plan.
Is that microphone is on? Make sure. Okay, thank you.
Yes, we're here tonight seeking conditional approval of the minor site plan that has been submitted and is in front of each of you, I believe, dated 6/25. And we received Mr. Brock's letter July 17th. I received it today, and Mr. Reardon also received it today.
Well, yeah, we mailed it out a while. Unfortunately, we're going to start emailing letters. Yeah. On the mail. Yeah. So.
Okay. Generally speaking, we're in agreement with Mr. Bach's citations here, and we can address that more specifically if there are any specific questions about the.
If I can ask you to put your appearance on the record and then introduce your witness.
And I'll swear him in.
Okay. John M. Chomko, that's CHOMKO, appearing for the applicant, Michael Reardon and Sensori Investments. Mr. Reardon is to my right. He will testify, so if you can be sworn in.
Mr. Reardon, if you raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give this board tonight is truthful and accurate to the best of your knowledge? I do.
Okay, Mr. Reardon, so we're here tonight seeking the minor site plan approval of the schematic and drawing that is in front of the board members that was prepared by your architect, is that correct?
That is correct.
And who is that, sir?
John Herrick.
And did he address all of the items that are in Mr. Bach's previous letter, not the July 17th letter, but the letter previously received in June?
He did.
Okay. And as to the additional items that you saw for the first time today in the July 17th letter, can you address some of those issues? Let's start with the lighting issue. I know that there's a concern about that. And does your architect and do you agree with Mr. Bach's comments on that issue that floodlights would not be used, but that a downward facing light would be used?
Yes, that's right. The floodlights were not permitted, so Mr. Bach had asked if we could use downlights in place of that and put details on the next site plan, and we agreed to that.
Instead of going all the way through every item in the letter, if I could just summarize the application with the applicant's permission.
Yeah, that's true.
So the
Steve, get the
condition,
microphone so it's recorded.
So the condition of the use variance was to provide 4 off-street parking spaces. This minor site plan is to effectuate that condition. They are showing 4 off-street parking spaces right off of Lindsay Avenue. It will be paved. There will be a new concrete apron, new concrete sidewalk along the frontage. The applicant has already indicated that they will agree with all our technical comments in our July 17th review. This includes providing additional grading, additional details, pinned down concrete parking bumpers, and some additional details to make this so it's constructible. And we also agreed for the trash enclosure, instead of being right on Lindsay Avenue, to tuck that in between the parking field and the building. So that is in essence what they're providing.
So just downward lighting.
Downward
Our ordinance
lighting.
doesn't allow for trash enclosures in the front, so it just moves to the side.
So we're going to move that one side. Yeah, so pretty much we, in between and, the applicant
South.
pretty much right in that area.
Yeah, I think the detail that you requested was if you were walking out the back door to the left of the door, which would be away from Lindsay Avenue.
Right, away from Lindsay Avenue, just give a detail on what you're building it out of. I assume it's going to be some sort of PVC fence or something like that with the gates. Again, we need a record on this because this is going to travel with the property.
Sure.
And that's why we want all these additional details. And if your architect has any questions or anything else, obviously they can reach out to our office like he has before. And all these items could be conditioned of any approval.
So, just so Chairman, just, I'm going to clarify, you just said that, so the whole sidewalk is getting replaced, or just
That
in
is
front of the?
where the apron.
Just where the apron is, so you're putting an apron in?
Where you're trying, correct.
Okay,
So, and
so just that area of disturbance right there?
just where they're cutting in the new driveway.
That's fine, yeah. And so everything else is existing conditions, basically?
Everything else
Right, nothing
remains
changed?
existing conditions except for the additional plantings and everything else along the parking.
There's a few additional plantings?
And those plantings will be submitted on the detail sheet as well by your architect, correct?
That's correct.
Everything that's in our review letter, you agreed to do.
Yes,
and
that's correct.
That's in essence what it is.
Unless there are specific questions that we submit.
Sorry?
Unless there are specific questions from the board members, we submit on that state.
Well, I just have one, I apologize, because I obviously it's conditional use. Is there any need or consideration for the neighbors on the other sides? Is there any concern about it? It's a residential, quasi-residential area. Any concerns? I mean,
This is the
I don't
subject.
necessarily have any concerns, I'm just asking.
I would just say this, it's the subject of 2 publicly advertised planning board hearings. So originally it was a use variance.
Which is a heavier lift.
Which was done prior, and public notice was provided, and as well as the notice within 20 feet, and notice was provided for this hearing this evening, correct?
Correct.
So I would leave it as appropriate public notice was put out.
That's all I care about, I don't want to get yelled at on Monday.
You will get yelled at. No matter what you do. You'll get yelled at one day. And then I'll get yelled at.
And then I'll yell at you, and I'll yell at Hunter, just for good measure.
So unless there's any questions.
Mr. Chair. Pretty straight. Open up.
Yeah, I'll open up at this time, anyone from the public wishing?
The board, no,
Well, yeah, I mean, they asked for any questions.
Yeah, no questions?
No.
Very good.
At this time, open this up to the public to speak on this matter only.
Seeing no one, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Paz, second by Ms. Goshen.
Okay, this is a minor site plan brought by Mr. Reardon for premises located at 102 East Clemens Bridge Road, block 113, lot 3, which lies in a general office zoning district, but which was the subject of an application last month, which was approved to grant a use variance. The applicant has agreed to conform his site plan to include all the review comments 1 through 11. There was testimony that he agreed to tuck the trash collection to the side of the building away from Lindsay Avenue. Is that correct, Steve?
Yes, and that's in the letter already.
Even though there's several pre-existing conditions, since this is a change of use and there was a use variance granted, we should entertain the approval of 4 bulk variances. One for minimum lot size where 10,000 square feet is required, and to permit 4,052 square feet. Even though it's a pre-existing, we've changed the use, so it should be granted. There are 2 front yard setbacks required, one along Lindsay Avenue, which would be 5.6 feet, where 25 feet is required, and there'd be a variance along Clements Ridge Road for 24.18 feet, where 25 feet is required by ordinance. Also, there's a side yard variance of a pre-existing 1.25-foot setback, where a 15-foot setback is required pursuant to our ordinance. So there would be 4 bulk variances. Testimony's been that he will incorporate all of Steve's review comments and revise the plan submitted, so that will be on record. So that's what your motion to entertain approval.
One correction, if I could. The side yard is 130, the aggregate 1/3 of 30, so it's 10 foot required.
10 foot required, okay. Well, I looked on the report and it said 15, unless I was reading.
Isn't it?
Your side yard is 15 feet, that's okay. Yeah, that was number 3, Steve?
Yes, that should be 10 foot, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a.
I had to write the chart wrong in the last,
That's-
sorry.
That's fine. And I think the area is 10B. We have front yard setback, but is that area 10B? I understand what it is, don't worry, we're okay.
So we're just codifying
We have 2
the,
front
yeah.
setback variances, 1 side yard and 1.
Okay.
They're not exacerbating, they're not changing,
No,
but it's good
pre-existing.
practice.
Yeah.
So it shows moving forward, it's
Because
a-
moving forward, now you have a record that this is where they're at right now.
Right, yeah.
This is where they're at right now.
I understand.
And it helps our zoning office going
No, no.
forward, even though it might not be for 10, 20 years, but it helps.
Well, then I'd like to make a motion to approve the application as stated.
Motion made by Mr. Kapadas, second by Mr. Buckheim for approval.
Just one comment, I just want to make sure that, so the reason you went through this whole process is so that it's very clear, you're making an agreement. This is an agreement now, so what you have on this piece of paper, what you agreed to Mr. Bach, as long as you do, if you have to plant 10 daylilies, you have to plant 10 daylilies. Now, if you want to change them from daylilies to someone else, you got to go back to Mr. Bach's office. We've had this problem a few times, and I think yours is simple, but you've got one of these pre-existing conditions. That's when we run into most problems with pre-existing condition problems. So as long as you understand that the reason we did all this is now, moving forward forever, if you decide to sell the building, this agreement stays with it forever. And even if, it's the agreement, not with you and us, but with that property and the town. So
Unless you change the use.
that's a whole nother, he's gonna come back.
You've given up your variance if you've changed the use, and I think continuously more, 6 months?
It's actually, I believe,
Oh,
it's no longer on time, but there has to be evidence that was an
Vacated.
active voluntarily abandoned.
Abandoned.
So if you change it from the residential back to commercial, even for a day, you have abandoned it. So it has to be active and it has to be obvious of an abandonment, and using time factors in that also.
You mean to say that I would forfeit what I was just approved for?
If you're.
If I ever did that, I got it.
Yeah, if you ever did that.
Okay, yeah.
And that,
Well, there'd be no reason.
It reverts back to what it was.
Yeah, it reverts back.
But it does happen, people walk away from properties and abandon the properties, and it goes back to the original.
Had no intention of doing that. But I asked a question. So I guess it would be for you. So I'm going to go back to my architect pair. He's going to show all this on the drawing, and then do I have to come in front of the board again? or-
no.
Okay.
So you'll receive a letter from our office
Okay.
that you met the conditions of approval.
Okay.
And then also be a subsequent level, that letter will say that you have to post required performance guarantees in accordance with the state statute and inspection escrows. And then you'll get a compliance letter, then you'll get your performance guarantee and inspection escrow letter. You'll post them appropriately with the borough offices, send it to recon, and then you go build it.
So just to understand, his office will come out and inspect and make sure you did.
That was my next follow-up.
Yeah, so
question.
you have a construction official, but this is site work.
Gotcha.
So the engineer does the site work.
Okay.
Our zoning officer only makes sure that it conforms with what's agreed upon by this board.
Okay.
But he'll come out and inspect it to say, you did put the traction closure, you do have the downlighting, you did plant the
Makes
plants.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was like another third party that I have to call and come inspect it.
He's the third party.
All right, maybe we can have that motion again.
I have one
since there was a little bit of.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
No, there's a motion and a second, we're allowed to have discussion, right?
No, you.
It's on the question of the motion.
Oh, only the question on the motion. Oh, there's a question on the motion, do you lost your?
Is it a question on
If
the?
there's any other questions, if there's other questions, you can have them, but then we'll redo.
Oh, that's fine, you can do
the
that.
motion.
Here, I'll redo it, if you want to have another question.
I just, what happens in the case of destruction, as far as something happens now?
Not anymore. So this is not a pre-existing non-conforming prior to the issuance of our
Building
zoning.
is.
Now it runs with the land. So this is going to be approved forever and a day with a use variance to allow this to be residential.
Okay, so,
But the building burns down,
So
you can
building
rebuild
burns
it.
down, they're allowed to build it
Isn't
back.
it-
Yeah.
They're allowed to build it back with residential.
yeah, but
Yes.
there's got to be some kind of time frame in there. It's got to either be 6 months, a year. How can you let that, how can you let something sit there for 2, 3 years if they don't rebuild it? So it just sits there?
The use will remain there.
Yeah,
Now,
but that ain't physically
No.
repairing the structure.
There's two things, and we are going to redo the motion, because we're getting.
I understand. We'll do
Our
it.
policy is, once we make a motion, second it, it's only the question on the motion, but we're going to
No problem.
forego that motion. So there's two things happening here. One is the use of the land. Residential is now permitted on this land to go forward. The second question, and it does not matter if it is constructed more than 50%
Yeah.
or anything else, because the use is permitted by a use variance, which is different than a pre-existing non-conforming, which our ordinance says if it's more than 50% destroyed, then pre-existing non-conforming use.
You either gotta go back in for it, or you gotta
But if a
still.
building is partially destroyed or demolished, that's up to our zoning official and our construction code official. If they don't fix it in a timely fashion, then you can actually condemn it and make it demolished entirely.
Sorry to digress on an angle here, but
Which is a different process from the land use board.
Yeah.
So if something gets partially destroyed and they're not actively fixing or making any use, that's safe. Our zoning officer, with the assistance of our construction code official, can say, this is an unsafe condition, you must either fix it or demolish it within a timely fashion.
I don't want to go
And
any further. But that timely fashion should be noted, so it shouldn't be up to the zoning official and the construction to say, well, all right, we'll give you, it should be.
New Jersey Administrative Code, under the building codes, there is guidance provided, not only.
As to timeframe.
As to timeframes and also as to condition. And it says, a unsafe condition that would be jeopardy to the general public or anything else like that must be immediately addressed. And that immediate.
and the borough has stepped up. We've torn down the house on Bassett
Means
Avenue.
immediate.
We tore down the garage on Central. We've done this once the person was notified, because we don't want to take taxpayer dollars and go do
So
this.
that's outside the land use
Okay.
code, so that's
Yeah,
under.
that's fine, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's under the administrative code.
Well, then-
Construction code.
I
So,
wanna-
are there any other questions?
I want to put on the record, just so we have it on the record, that the trash enclosure is going to go on the southeast corner of the building. So it's not going to go on the northwest, just so that's clear.
Side of is that away from Lindsay Avenue?
Yes, it's on,
Oh,
it's
right.
away from Clemens Bridge Road. That's right.
Southeast portion.
Yeah, it's not going to be facing Clemens Ridge Road.
It's not going to face any road.
Well, then I'd like to make a motion again with the conditions set forth in the review letter and what was added to this discussion about the downlighting and stuff. I make a motion to
For
approve.
both variances.
And for the four both variances, yes.
All right, I'll second that motion.
Thank you.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Kapadas, second by Mr. Baca. Roll call.
Mr. Oakley,
Yes.
Ms. Kusin. Yes. Mr. Burkhardt.
Yes.
Mr. Vanilla,
Yes.
Mr. Rosen,
Yes.
Mr. Sepero,
Yes.
Mr. Kapadas?
Yes.
Ms. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Usula?
Yes.
I get you an accent.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Motion's approved, right? Yeah.
Thank you for cleaning it up.
Absolutely, it's gonna look better than the first time. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right.
At this time, I'll let them open the meeting to the public. Anybody wishing to come for the speak?
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close the public portion.
Second by Ms. Lucian.
Aye. Do any adjourn or do you want to- I don't mean to digress sometimes, but I just want to say to people, is a lot of times I get phone calls. This property was an issue. Construction started and, not everybody knows this process.
That's my whole point, is the one you brought up on Central Avenue.
It was a clay.
Joe, Joe,
Yeah.
but Nick, it was there for years, and nobody did anything about it. And it was,
Because it
it
takes
was.
political will. You had to bring somebody in and spend $15,000. Well, and you know what else it takes? And Chris was the zoning officer. For him to condemn something, it's a high threshold. People fixed a lot of properties that were not in good shape. To condemn something, it had to be in very bad condition.
We all knew that was for years.
Well, it took a little time, because a lot of times, what do people say to us, we'll go condemn this property? It's not condemnable, just because there's a hole in the roof. Doesn't mean-
Just because it's boarded up, it looks like grass inside, or nothing that.
Condemn is a tough, Chris used to tell me that was a tough
Has
threshold.
to be certified by our zoning officer and construction.
Yeah, tough. I don't want to get sued because we tore someone's house down. No, I hear it.
And I think that there's a long time, like after a place burns down, anybody thinks about the insurance company to settle.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's a hazard, they gotta either board it up or.
So it's Sandy took years.
No, it took years, but I mean, it's
Still. Right up down the shore, they still haven't built a house.
I mean, look at Angel, she's just starting
Really?
now.
She's still fighting.
Yeah.
She went through insurance to get what she wanted from the house and stuff like that.
Still.
She was miserable. She's all
Should we on camera, everybody?
She'll kill him. She's my boss.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Kapadas, second by Mr. Brunel.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn at 7:27.